go. I do believe we are live. So I'll say, indeed. And greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. Today's stream topic is going to be about how we have this ability to get lost as human beings, right? Not so much with travel, right? Like, sure, we can get lost with travel, even though that's also not the most common occurrence these days with our GPSs and such. But this ability to get lost in a task, right? That if you, for instance, I do consider myself a creative individual, even though I feel cringe in just saying that. But when I'm creating, creatively, if you will, I find myself getting lost, right? Where time and everything else technically just disappears and I'm focused on that task at hand, right? And it even causes like a certain level of anxiety in me when I see my time running out and I'm in that state of lostness where I'm like, no, I want to be lost more. I don't want to go back to being found or whatever, right? So I feel like there is some depth to the human experience that is getting lost in things. And we can get lost in a bunch of things. We can get lost in our relationships. We can get lost in food. We can get lost in a hobby, a game we're playing, a show we're watching. We can get lost in the mooing of the cows. Like, I'm losing my point of conversation right now. I can get lost in bringing it back. I can get lost in the stream with you friends, right? So the thing I'm really trying to talk about today isn't necessarily just the fact of getting lost or the ability to get lost or the flow that exists within that lost space, but the fact that we have that as an ability, right? Trying to think of it like as a, if this is a conscious evolution, how do we teach ourselves to get superpowers? And I don't think we have to teach ourselves how to get superpowers. I just think we need to realize we already have superpowers and then get really good at using them. Like getting lost, right? Getting so infatuated, getting so enthralled. That's a good one, right? So enthralled by your creative pursuit, your creative project, that literal reality loses its importance to you. The cows have been mooing their little moos out all day. On day 1075, we love and feel alive. Yes, we do. Yeah. Even more so if you hear Natalie sending you blessings. Thank you for joining. Oh, Nat, love. What is going on when the moo cows? They be going crazy. I don't know, join me. They're like standing there and mooing. I like wish I could understand what they're saying. I would like to believe that they're saying different things. Right? Maybe it's just it's like a button they press to make their own existence known. Right? Maybe it's an ego thing. Maybe it's like I hear someone else go, and then I'm like, I see the person next to me go, and then I'm like, maybe I should as well right now, surely, right? So that people can know that I'm as well. So that's how I'm interpreting it. The other fractal is maybe they're talking to one another. Maybe they're like, Mom. And then the mom goes, Son. And then the son goes, Yeah, Ma. And then the ma goes, Son. And then they do that over and over until they actually meet one another again. That could be possible. Uh, or maybe they're having like very sophisticated conversations, you know. Maybe they're talking about the weather right now. Maybe they're talking about this economies we're having. Whatever they're talking about, it's making me lose my train of thought over and over again as they move in my brains. Stop. Maybe the cows had alien visitors last night and they're trying to tell you. I hope so. I hope so, Sam. I'm gonna be pretty peeved, to be honest, with the aliens if they come and visit the freaking cows before they visit me. Come on, aliens. Come on, dude. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm a cool dude. Aliens, hit me up, bro. Come on, aliens. Why visit the cows first? You know, so maybe it is like a So maybe like I'm choosing not to believe. Maybe I'm choosing not to listen to them, Sam, because I don't want to accept the reality that actually the apex predators of our planet is the cattle. Hey Google, how many cows is there on Earth? Mm, 996 million cows. Yeah, maybe like the aliens, came to Earth, saw that there's a bunch of people in, and then saw the fact that we have these cow things, and like they just chill. Like their whole life is just eating food, having babies occasionally, getting slaughtered for food. I'm sorry. All of the before parts, right? Like that's all of the good stuff that we're doing for the cows, and the aliens are like, yeah, see, these cows must be like the apex predator of this planet or something. Look at how chill they are. Look at how much relax they have while these human beings ceaselessly work. How stupid of them. Don't they know the ideal state of being is cow? Don't they know that? Don't they know grazing grass and chilling with your homies all day is the ideal state of being? I know aliens. I totally know that that's the ideal state of being. I didn't spawn as a cow in this world. I don't know if that's a good thing, right? I'm saying it like, oh no, I'm a human, but I don't know if being a cow is necessarily that great in comparison to this human experience I've had. Sure, I experience a plethora of things, right? Like there are a bunch of things that get lost in to keep it stream topic relevant. But this, for example, right? Maybe the cows would be smoking weed if they knew how to. Maybe if they had opposable thumbs, they would be smoking weed. Am I giving them too much credence? Am I thinking too much about it? Probably. I wouldn't put it past myself. Let's talk about the giant naked Attack on Titan lady. I mean, what's there to say though? That's the real problem, Joy. Like, what do you want me to say? Yeah, I like how her face looks like a Titan face, but still human-esque features, right? Instead of like actually looks like a person. I like that part. That's good. She does look very sporty, right? Looks like she can run fast. How about that? How about that? We're talking about getting lost in things. So maybe instead of talking about the Attack on Titan lady, tell me about how you're getting lost in this world, right? The Attack on Titan world. How does that experience of getting lost affect you? How does feeling lost in that world make you feel a little bit more stable, more secure in this one? JV. Maybe those are the questions we're supposed to be asking if we're going to be consciously evolving with Attack on Titan as a stream topic. No. Alien slicing up cows for study is so weird though, as they're trying to figure out why we use them, why they taste so good. I mean, if the aliens slice up anything, I'm gonna be pretty like that, exactly like that. I'm gonna be like that because we already have the technology to see inside things without having to slice them apart, right? I would like to believe the aliens have even better tech. They won't need to probe us, is my point I'm trying to make, right? Like you're not gonna get any more information by putting something up my ass than you will get by putting me in a scanner kind of vibe, right? Right? The aliens are like, you poor ignorant fool, bro. The ass is the best part. Stop, aliens. Stop it, dude. You stop. Let's talk about love again to you. The female Titan. I see you have questions about her. I also had questions. I wanted to know who it was. I think that was like the first, like end of first season, right? Right, Joy? End of first season? I see you have questions. We don't have to. That's just where I have stopped at last night, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm happy to hear that. I don't want it spoiled. I can watch and wait. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Like when you said, let's talk about the Attack on Titan lady, I instantly thought, we're gonna just tell you who it is. Get wrecked, Joy. Now your ability to get lost in the plot has been taken from you. Checkmate. The aliens saw the cow portholes and are wondering what we gain from this. Yeah, I've heard about that one, where they put like holes in certain animals. Apparently, some of them are for their benefit, Natalie. But again, I'm not in that world enough to actually know what's going on. Though there are two notable female titans, and in both cases, all the questions you have about them right now will be answered later. Yeah. Attack on Titan is good when it comes to that, like building suspense and creating that intrigue and that curiosity and that the questions and the like I want to say the word corruption, but I don't know if that's the right word. Maybe some corruption. Maybe um like the skeevy shit happening in the darkness in the background, right? Like you want to know what all of that stuff is. I went out Christmas shopping and had a dinner. I spent some time begging my extremely morbidly obese friend to watch his calories, but really just wanted to be home watching Attack on Titan. Extremely morbidly obese. That's like a bunch of adjectives. Are they what they're called? Hey Google, define an adjective. Adjective, a word or phrase meaning an attribute. Yeah, that's a bunch of adjectives before obese, which is also an adjective, technically, right? I hope that he gets better, JV. I know that it's hard. I feel like it's this weird paradox of like the fatter you get, the harder it is for you to imagine anything else. And the hungrier you get as well, right? Like that like it goes from like a hunger to a need, like an incessant need, right? It's not at least, you know, I'm not morbidly obese, fortunately, but I've been fat before, right? And when I get to that state, it's not like it gets easier, right? That's okay. How am I trying to explain this? So there is been multiple different versions of me, right? With multiple different body states. And the version of me that is relatively lean, right, has a easier time controlling calories and how much he wants to eat than than the version of me that is at his most overweight, right? So it's this weird inverse of the deeper you get into that being overweightedness, the harder it is to get out of it. I'm proud of you, Joy, for being willing to help your friend, for wanting to help your friend at the very least. Love is true. Isayama will give you very little upfront, but when he rewards you, you will know it. Oh yeah. Also, the friend has to want to change. Yeah. We want the best for people around us, but they gotta want it too. It's true. I feel like, unfortunately, you know, at that point in the experience, especially if you've gone past the point of like um, perfect, yeah, perfect recovery, right? Where some people, like if you're extremely morbidly obese, you have like so many mental barriers in your own mind that's keeping you from kind of like pursuing that goal. One is probably, you know, this is who I am, so be it. Another one is I'm too fat to exercise, it'll be too hard, people will make fun of me. Then another, even if I exercise and even if I lose all of the weight, I'm going to have all of this loose skin and that's going to be unattractive. Na 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 na. And then the actual fact that you won't get to eat the things that you enjoy eating on a day-to-day level. There's so many barriers that you need to push through. And as you mentioned, Sam, like it's impossible for you as an outer person to push through all of those barriers and reach that person on the inside. That person on the inside has to come to a conclusion that all of these layers of things are things that I'm putting in front of myself. Like all of these, like for me, it's just the health, right? Like even if you have loose skin, and you're not extremely morbidly obese anymore, you're going to be in a better state of health. Your day-to-day life is going to be easier. Your breathing is going to be less labored. It's going to be easier for you to move throughout your environment, to get up from your chair, to get out of bed, right? Loose skin or not, that's going to be the quality of life improvement that you need to seek, right, as a person in that state. And you cannot tell a person, oh, how about you just get better or whatever. I do believe in part that it might be, and I don't like calling it that, but it might be a disease, right? And I think like our current capitalist interpretation of what food is definitely has something to do with it, right? If your incentive is making money with food, then technically, by definition, your incentive is to make sure as well that people eat as much of it as possible, as regularly as possible, right? Which is going to obviously lead to people becoming obese. So yeah, there's a lot of societal change that needs to happen as well to make it easier for those individuals to change. But it goes both ways, of course. I'll get lost in you all. Thank you. When we melt more, there's a lot of us, so it's easy to get lost after all. I have mimosa in this. I have like two like mini nugs left of my stuff. The rest is done. And it hurts my heart. So I'm going to really appreciate this. I'm smoking this with the intention I don't want to say I want to get lost, right? I feel like that is too vague. You know what? My intention is to get lost in the things that I love. Yeah. Right? Because you can get lost in many things. So if you're going to get lost in one of these many things, it might as well be something that you actually love, right? That sounds like the best case scenario to me. Dong dong. Ooh, that tastes so nice. It's like breathing in some fruits, right? Like the fruit got evaporated, and then I went. Thank you, mimosa. Hot damn. This should be the last of it, yeah. That last one was pretty spicy. 3, labored breathing, over 300 pounds, and says he's fine and there's nothing wrong, and that his doctor says he just needs to watch his sodium. I'm scared he's gonna have a heart attack or a stroke. Well, the odds are in his favor when it comes to that, unfortunately. 300 pounds isn't that bad though. Like 300 pounds is bad, don't get me wrong, but it's not so bad that it's impossible to come back from. Right? Like there's people that literally weigh 600, 1,000 pounds. Like if you weigh 1,000 pounds, I have a hard time even imagining how you get back from it. Like a dude who weighed like a little bit more than 300 pounds, fasted for a year, and was a healthy weight. So I'm imagining like it in that kind of capacity, where if I ate absolutely zilch for an entire year, only then will the energy I have stored be used up. And then if you weigh 1,000 pounds, I imagine it like you have to fast for like 5 years or 6 years. So you have to eat nothing for 6 years to get back to where you started. And then to be a person in that position, I can see how many of them just don't. They just do not start because it's too late for them in their own minds. This hits deep. It wasn't until I felt I got too skinny that I started not seeing myself as not large. My brain thinks my body is still a size 14/16, when in reality, a size 8 hangs off me now. Natalie, you are beautiful, dear friend. Take care of yourself. You are loved exactly as you are, right? None of us can see your body, and all of us love you all the same. My mom has the same problem, Nat. She lost weight years ago and still has fat brain and doesn't realize how big she isn't anymore. My body is showing permanent change from working out every day, and each time I see myself in the mirror, I can hardly believe I'm seeing what I'm seeing. It's definitely weird, Natalie. You are so loved as well, Sam. You being so consistent with the yoga. I saw like a video today of a dude talking about consistency, and he was talking about exercise, and he was talking about getting in shape. And one of the things that he said was, it's not about going to the gym and exercising for 9 hours a day, right? And then going to the mirror and then looking for the progress. It's about doing 20 minutes every day for a decade, right? And like if we're gonna do that yoga practice, Sam, Joy Vive, we're gonna be so stable, right? We're gonna be so stable. So able in our own bodies, capable, knowing of what we are. We have a word in Afrikaans that goes in staat. Wat ek in staat is om te doen. What I am capable, technically, of doing. Thank you, friends, for showing yourself that you are more capable than you know. Than you can hardly believe. Nudge, nudge. I will take that smoky breath with you melt intention. Intention should be a successful wonder. I like that one as well. Successful wonder. Show us your green fingers art you were making in mid-journey. When is he resending your butt? Hopefully today. Maybe. Hopefully today. Anyway, let me show you this. So the person who is supposed to send me some new bud is branded. He calls his brand Mr. Dr. Green Fingers. And with that as like a prompt and with a little bit of mid-journey, like a fangling, I made these. This one has like a weird finger. The fingers are a lot better with the AI art, but not perfect. Look at that dude. That dude. That doctor is gonna have such green fingers. Hey, Untitled. Blessings to you. I hope I don't freaking get community guideline strike for these photos. It's just photos. Google it. Google it. This one I like, but this one is my favorite. This one. Yassi, look at this oak. Look at how majestic. Look at the freaking light catching his individual little hair. Look at that earring that he's wearing. Yassi. I want to be this one day. This is what I want to be look like. Can I? Can I do it one day? I don't have the beard. Fuck. I'll never have that beard. I was like looked into my future and I was like, oh, and then the beard was like, nah, fam. Unless you're gonna gene ed freaking follicle implant your face holes or whatever, you're not going to have a beard like that. But look at this oak. I wanna be this oak with me when I'm in my 80s. Yeah. So I made him these. He likes them. He likes them a lot. He likes them enough to want to use them as his branding. So he sent me this, so I can use that. Like this is his like logo right now, right? But this is like sending me. This is like, how can I explain this? Like, I feel like Jovan would absolutely understand. Like, I was doing mild graphic design, but instead of getting the little pieces, PNG files of the elements that he uses in his branding, I just got the branding, right? Like a 30 meg PDF file. And I'm okay with that. I can use that. But it's not as easy. So I cut his little logo's face out. Sacrilege, I know. It looks cool. And then I made these. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. I made these the wrong way. Yeah, they're not perfect. I know. If I had the actual pieces, if I had the little cappy or the little handsies, or the text. I could do better. I'm gonna probably be able to do better. I want to work with this dude eventually as well. It's like here, layers, layers by layers by layers unfurling. Man, I think I missed a bunch. Let me get present with a few friends. Intentions. I hope you like it as well. Thank you for asking, Joy Vive. He should be sending it today. I'm trusting that he does. We were talking back and forth with one another today, so that's a good thing at the very least. Getting lost in the things you love is a great theme for the week, in fact. Bless, Natalie. I'm so happy to hear you're resonating with it. I'm going to get lost in this rental carpet cleaner to get the playroom clean for our long winter inside. Bless you. Good, bro. I'm so proud of you, man. Cleaning the carpet to make sure your family doesn't breathe all of that kicked up dust walking over that carpet. You're probably going to maybe have us like on audio. We're blessing you. Sending you blessings. Doug Dad is like, don't you fucking whisper in my ears. I'm whispering in your ears, dude. The power washing almost. Are you gonna get baked for it? Of course. I mean, I'm assuming, of course. Though it's going to be 60 Fahrenheit next week. Like, normal Chicagoan Christmas temperatures. I don't know what that means, unfortunately. But doesn't sound that cold. Sam, I have so little weed left until tomorrow. I got high for yesterday, first round. It was great. Today will be good vibes. Bless you, bro. Prepare for the winter. 300 pounds. It's over twice my weight these days. And yet, I know a few people that weigh even more than that. I saw a Reddit post about a dude who water fasted for 13-ish months and was a drastic change from over to underweight. I don't know if you saw a Reddit post of like just a random dude who did that, but I can imagine you will go from overweight to underweight. Hey Google, show me the man who fasted for 386 days. Ah, 392, excuse me. His name is Angus Barbary. Barbary, yeah. Angus, yo, this photo is fantastic. It's so good. Angus Barbary went from, I think, even over 300 pounds to like that. And he's in good health. Like, I want that to be known as well, right? He did it under complete medical supervision. They kept taking his blood work. They kept taking his cholesterol. They kept taking his, bio measurements. And he lived a relatively healthy life. I now see that he did die at age 50. Barbary was able to maintain his new weight 5 years after the fast ended. He weighed 89 kilograms, so 196 pounds. He started at 100 and no. Oh goodness. They didn't tell me how much he started weighing. Yeah, they did. He started at 456 pounds. 456 pounds. And he ended at 180. And 5 years later, he was at 196. So he only gained like 16 pounds, which is not that much. I gained more than 16 pounds in the last 2 months. Right. So gaining only 16 pounds in 5 years after your fast, that's pretty impressive. I wonder how he died though. He lived 5 years after his fast, so I'm not going to say that it's the fast that killed him. I highly doubt it. Are they gonna tell me? I wanna read this little the fast snippet. It goes in 1965, Barbary, a 27-year-old. Yossi, so he lived a long time. He lived like 23 years after his fast, so it's definitely not the fast that killed him. Okay, again. A 27-year-old from Tayport, Scotland, checked into the Mayfield Hospital in Dundee. Initially, only a short fast was planned due to the doctor believing that short fasts were preferable to long ones. Barberi insisted on continuing because he adapted so well and was eager to reach his ideal weight for 392 days, ending on 11th of July 1966. He consumed only vitamins, electrolytes, an unspecified amount of yeast, a small amount, a source of all essential amino acids. I didn't know that. I'm gonna start consuming an unspecified amount of yeast as well. And 0-calorie beverages such as tea, coffee, and sparkling water. Although he occasionally consumes small amounts of milk or sugar with the beverages, especially during the final weeks of the fast, he quit working at his father's fish and chip shop, which closed down during the fast. Barberi starting weight was recorded at 456 pounds, 207 kilograms, and he stopped fasting when he reached his ideal weight of 180 pounds, 82 kilograms. I weigh 82 kilograms right now. No? Yeah. Give or take. Maybe like give 2 pounds or take 2 pounds. That's how much I weigh right now. So he went from double and a bit my weight to my weight in a bit more than a year. And he was healthy during the whole of it. Record, yeah, he holds the record for it now. Hunger strike. There's another person, Dennis Gaylor Goodwill, who went on a hunger strike for 385 days. So he missed it by a week. He could have been the new record holder by a week, but he was force fed during this period. Goodness, that's hardcore. He got force fed. He didn't get the record because he got force fed. Barberi retains the record for the longest fast without solid food, according to the Guinness officials. Guinness no longer officially endorses records relating to fasting for fear of encouraging unsafe behavior. Yeah, especially if you're not morbidly obese before you start fasting, you do not have the energy to fast for that long. But there you go. Right? Like the human body wants to live. It wants to live. That's what it wants to do. The reason we get fat is because the human body wants to live. Right? I believe, and I still do believe this, when we get into that state, fasting should be almost the first consideration, right? If not straight fasting, then at the very least intermittent fasting, where you eat one meal a day and then you fast for 21 hours, instead of like just stuffing ourselves until we go to sleep and then starting and stuffing ourselves again from the second we wake up. It's like you're like I'm imagining like stuffing like sausage rolls or sausages, right? Like it's not what you're made to do. That's not how your body was built. And then taking those times, taking like, that 21 hours or 3 days apparently is the good number. Like if you fast for 3 days, you get a lot of the good stuff as well. You can start teaching yourself how to fast, and then 3 days can become maybe a week. And if you have, 100 kilograms of fat, maybe doing like month fasts is something that I would personally, in my journey, do for myself. But we all differ. It's interesting to see how capable the human body is. Yesterday I slept until 10:30 Central. It felt incredible. We spent the morning putting up the non-denominational holiday bush and had a blast doing it. Then I got to play drums while Duckling danced. That sounds so wholesome, bro. Bless you, Duck Dad. Thank you for being such a good papa, man. I pitched having a shoe tree this year for the holidays as a punny gag. No one went for it. Lame asses. What a rip of a half-baked, Mr. Nice Guy Weed. Love to you, Jovan. It's nice having you here. You're one. That's pretty much what I'm going to look like in 30 years. Sick, dude. That sounds sick, bro. I want to put a big, manly old boot on the top for the star, and then I brought it up. My mom, she gave me the most rewarding glare. Like, yeah, I struck a nerve on that one. Nice. For Mel's birthday, I will shave him off a nice clean bag of beard hair to glue on. For me? What? What? For Mel's birthday? Like, when you say Mel's, that means Milani's, bruh. Maybe it's your autocorrect because you're talking about Mel's, right? Like that. But thank you, bro. I don't know if like I want like the glued on bits. I just want like your follicles, bro, or maybe your DNA. You know, like it's like yeah, you know, you offered me the pinky, so let me have the entire hand, please. Oof, are there layers? No, there are none. No layers. They're all stacked on top of one another, like already baked in, right? I would have liked, like I use layers to make mine, but there were no layers that I got to work with. I hate his logo. You're doing the Lord's work, helping this man. You hate it, really? Oof. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna be like, by the way, Joy V says fucking hates. I don't think I'm gonna do that, of course. But maybe I can start like doing some graphic design stuff for him for free weed or something. You know, I doubt it. I doubt it. Well, I'll take my chances. My idea or my hope isn't to get free weed necessarily. It's more to get good prices on good weed, so that I can get good prices on good weed. You know? Yeah, yeah, you know, yeah, exactly. Joy's logos are the hardest thing ever because most people don't understand what the intent of a logo actually is. Yeah. What do you think about my logo, Joy V? Right? It should be on the screen, actually. I think so. If you're on a no, man, it doesn't work that way. Should it? If I play myself? Nah. It might be on my actual videos. Is it on my channel banner? It's not. I should be better with my logo, it seems, Joyviv. I'm getting schooled by myself right now, being like, do you know what the point of a logo is? Point of a logo for me is identification, right? It's like an internet ID, or maybe I should call it a subconscious ID, right? If you see a logo enough and you become identified with what that is, what that means, everywhere you see it, you instantly know, or you can like just think about the thing and you can see the logo as well. And I get that. I have a hard time with that with the other dude's brand, unfortunately. I mean, it's hard with a long name like that to have like a quirky small logo. Unfortunately, there are over 50 tries to duck that logo. Yeah, if we're workshopping this, using the Goosebumps font for a business name containing the word doctor makes me take none of it seriously. I mean, maybe that is the point. Maybe it's like a defense mechanism, right? It's like, Your Honor, clearly I was using the freaking Goosebumps font to write Dr. Green Fingers. Obviously, I'm not actually a doctor. There's just a doctor with green fingers as a character in the story that I'm writing. And I'm identifying. I like it too. I like it a lot too. That logo is awesome. Blast. The original from the last year. Better. It was more punk rock. I feel like the corporate Starbucks now. Nice. I am now sold on Shoe Tree. Take my white and sparkly open toe sling back from the waiting as bubbles at the bottom. That sounds perfect. That's why it's so great. Starbucks zombie should start noticing you any day now, though. It's more like breathing in the dog pee because my older dog was having some accidents and cleaning it by hand when that happens. It's okay. It's just much better of an enzyme cleaner. Yeah, just something that can scrub a little bit. Those whispers are starting to grow on me. Yeah. Subliminal messages. Hey, Kristen, it's nice having you here, Fred. Considering how big and small it might be scaled, considering that it will be used on digital print clothing, making sure it will be clear and recognizable from a distance and up close, at a glance on a billboard while you're driving. Duck Dad logos are so misunderstood. The Duck Dad logo is a great one. So much love. Now I want your approval as well, please. Please, I'm in the line for logo approval. Like, I'm definitely not. I feel like I could be better with branding. Maybe one day I will be proper with branding, but right now I am still taking it easy, I guess. Dripping out of all of the stuff I have in my download folder. You want to see my download folder? Yeah. My downloads. This is John's cousins. We sat down with his cousins, his mom's sister, and she was the one who prompted to make her girls into art. This one is the one that turned out closest to their resemblance, but these ones are the ones that were my favorite artistically. And this is the Green Fingers one. Really like the way this one turned out. This one was John's grandma's. This was just like some informations. This is photos. This was some of the art they made with the mindset of like going on an adventure or going on the journey, kind of pursuing your goals and realizing that it's going to be as treacherous as being one person against massive mountains. Made a little Cheshire cat. Tried to make some Cheshire cats for Christian. This one is pretty DMT-esque. This one looks creepy, huh? Yeah, this one too. Looks pretty fucking creepy. Like if that thing suddenly looks at you from the darkness, bro, I'm kicking myself. But it's cool. It looks cool, right? Still pretty cool. Creepy, but still cool. Here's some of my art. This is Zano. This is the one I took for making an artwork for you, Zano. I remember uploading your photo to the Mind Melt tab. This one is one I tried to make of Christian, the Dragon Man himself. Is Toasty Malosty here? Yeah, he is. Hey, Toast. Bless you, bro. These are all of the AI artworks I've made, Toast. This one is also what I tried to make like a likeness of Christian one. And this is like this other app that allows you to create these environments. So technically, those environments can completely wrap around yourself. You can like use them as like a green screen world almost, technically, if you want to. I made a few of them, like 4. There's this one, make it like full screen. And there's this one. There's a photo of me, because I make my flowers this way. And then some thumbnails. And some artsies. And this was me when I was working in fabrication. That 17-year-old me got taken out of high school so I can go and work. Bruh. Looking at myself next to myself causes me concern. Look at my freaking welding apron. Otherwise you would get beads of metal that melt into your flesh. And here's me CNCing shiznit. And this is my brother when he was 14. And here's me and my families. Okay, my download folder is empty. We've done this. Toast, bless you, bro. Okay, let me just get my back. I mean, I just remember that what health is. Technically, all of my stuff came back in the healthy range, but yet I could still have pancreatic cancer. So let's just keep getting checkups, everyone. Yeah. Bless you, bro. Bless you so much. fortunately, we have technology these days, right? Usually, pancreatic cancer was an actual death sentence. I mean, usually, as in 100 to 200 years ago. Now, there's something we can do about it. Very soon, there will be absolutely, the right thing will be done about it kind of vibe. I'll send you some DNA. Sick. Thank you, man. I could go get some fish and chips. Bless you, bro. I mean, love again. I think we stop making children's toys with human hair when we stop letting them work in the factories, dog. So cursed. Mel does a lot more muscle than that. Muscle weighs more. Have you seen his 8-pack? Yeah, I do have some muscles. I'm losing them though, because I'm not using them as much as I'm supposed to. Oh, biology and stuff. Silly, bro. Why can't I just immortalities? Look at this fly. Oh, yes. Disrespect. You you stop that, dude. Look at that environment. It's so raining out there. Instead of seeing just mountains, we're seeing gray out. It's making me happy. I see the logo on the bottom right. Okay, good. You're probably watching on like a laptop or something. On the bottom right, it's hard to see because it's over something dark. Okay, that makes sense as well. I'll say the DNA. Does do graphic designs in exchange for weed, food, and event tickets. I will 100% graphic design for weed, food, and event tickets. That sounds like wins to me. Sounds like all wins to me, sure. Bartering's the way, clearly. Clearly no sane, reasonable person is expected to believe anything Tucker Carlson says is a position of Fox News and was able to argue and win. I mean, yeah, I offend my tattoo artist. Landscaping work and free plants for tattoo. He told me to hit him up in the springtime. I offered, not offend. Just talking about bartering is going to get swampy here. Bartering is the way of life. Like it, I mean, we can use the word bartering, but the way I like to use the term instead is like a gift economy, right? Where if I have something and it's not adding value to my life right now, and I know this thing will add value to your life, then I can give that to you, right? In the hopes necessarily or not that I might get something gifted to me in return one day. But for instance, right, like I have a little bit of bud in this grinder with me. If you were sitting here next to me and you didn't bring any bud with you, I'm not gonna be like, fuck no, you're not getting to smoke any bud, right? No. Bet you I should have brought money, right? Like I don't want to call him a friend. I had an acquaintance like that, where he invites me over to his place. He orders a pizza. It was like me, Adam, and him. Invites us over to his place. He orders a pizza. The pizza comes. We eat the pizza. We like smoke a joint together. We're playing some Dota or Apex Legends or something. And I receive like an SMS, like a straight up, old school text message on my cell phone that goes, "Dear or hello, my name, you owe his name this amount of money," right? Like a random amount. And I see this message and I'm like, I look up from the computer and I look over to him and I'm like, "What's this, oh?" Kind of like thinking it's a joke, right? Like thinking it's an actual joke, like, ha, ha, laughy, laughy. And he's like, "Oh, that's what you owe me for the pizza. You had like 4 slices or something." And I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know we were doing that," right? Like you asked if we want pizza, and I was like, "Yeah." And I took out the cash out of my wallet and I gave him the cash. And I was like, "Oh, good. I don't think I'm gonna hang out with this homie anymore." And I don't know if that's me being the asshole. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole? Yeah. Yeah, actually, yes, I am. Maybe we're both the asshole. Yeah, that's a nice ring to it. We're all in this together. Dearly love again to you. I'm driving 4.5 hours round trip to get weed tomorrow, so I feel you. I'm trying to get good prices for weed. Bless you, bro, on your adventure, man. I don't know if you're getting for other people as well. Maybe that could be another way to offset your weed costs, right? You get bud for a bunch of other people, and then the compensation is that you get your bud for free, or at least some of it for free. Time is money. Yeah, 4.5 hours. I right? Literally, that's a long time. Sam, that's dark with the kids factory. Kids go out over there and take your break, offering free break time haircuts. No, that's it's like these kids. Like I was just imagining all of these bald kids in the freaking factory working in like gray outfits. Like this is so dark. No, stop. I don't want to. I don't want to see that. 16-year-olds are being lured into meat packaging plants to do an adult's work because the adults are being turned into slaves and won't take it anymore. Keep your teenagers at home, yo. Yeah, slave labor. Child labor is in again, right? Like they lobbied for it even. Joy, one trip, last 4 months. Weed is 60%, 66% cheaper over the border. Also, gas each way is $15. It's $15 to drive 4.5 hours? Is it one way? I'm driving round trip. Okay. I mean, it would be about it would be about $30 to $45 for us. So it's not that bad. And that amount of driving would be the round trip I would have to take if I had to drive into like the city to also buy weed for myself right now. So I feel like I can like understand what your journey is like. It's not that bad, but still. Still. No, Daddy Toes love. My degree is technically in branding and marketing. One of the biggest mistakes I made with the first Duck Dad logo was it looks wonderful on a business card, but because it's square and angular, it looks like crap on t-shirts and anything else requiring more of a circular look. Yeah, that way I get that one too, unfortunately. I think mine is also pretty square. How Lily BB Muffin? How baby? Oh, how's the baby? Thank you for asking. Haramel, Joe Bob, Doctor Daddy-O. So many diapers. So much love. Bless you, bro. I'm happy that you're taking care of the little one. Going with the circle allowed me to easily transfer it from print goods to online clothing without big changes in between. Toast are the 12 to 15 diaper changes a day getting old yet? What? 12? Are you serious about that number? Yeah, like I'm happy that me and Jovan is also like, oh, yo, baby's digestive system is new. It just spews everything out as soon as it has something. Ew, those names are so early. Legality oddities are fascinating in Mind Toasty. Apologies, yeah. I have never actually sat down and smoked weed with another human. I bet it would be fun. Really? You've never had friends like that? Or you've never done it? Melita, love to you. Got my Melita stick right here. I haven't been proactively finagling it, but it's nice to have you here. Sending you blessings. So much lovin's. For example, no, I think I missed a few legalities. Jukebox, it's about one every 90 to 2-ish hours. Yeah, so that's 12. That's 12, bro. I like smoking with friends, but I like having my own joint. That is weird. But I understand it, right? It is weird. Like I'm gonna like if I come and chill out with you, Joey, for example, and we're smoking joints, and you roll a joint, and you start smoking it, and I gesture to take the joint from you, and you're like, no, this is mine. Here's the weed, here's the papers. Roll your own. I'll roll myself my own. I will. But I'll also be pretty suspect. I enjoy smoking a joint of someone else as well. It's a bonding experience for me. But I do get the whole germs thing, right? Especially with COVID having firmly planted the whole fractal in our mind. Toasty, one day Duckling will be old enough to babysit and the little one can just run around the field and we will get higher than giraffe nuts. Yeah, that sounds fun, bro. I'm curious, Toast. I'm curious actually. Like if the little one grows up a little bit more and you have a little bit more space and freedom, the stakes aren't quite as high anymore. Are you gonna be smoking again? Man, so much love here right now. Okay, I'm stacked up. This should be enough. That's what losing a best friend gained in childhood is. I think I'm missing context. Doop, 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 doop. For example, Lenny Dykstra, who holds the distinction for being liberal proof, is very interesting to me. The man's behavior is literally so horrible that anything anyone says he did is accepted as fact. Like, he's so bad, like, people are like, yeah, like, he kicked puppies and stuff. And people are like, yeah, probably. He probably did kick puppies. Yeah, he, like, puts the margarine or the butter on the outside of his bread, and then puts his fingers on the butter when he eats a sandwich. Yeah, that seems right, bro. He probably would do some messed up shit like that. We've got to make a big deal out of this and make your first time a banger, Duck. Yeah, I agree. It should be with ones you love, bro. I started smoking weed to combat my stomach issues. All of my friends have straight-laced jobs, so I've always been alone. Yeah, people that drive or operate heavy machinery, for example. Childhood bestie. We were in high school hanging at her house with another friend. She ordered pizza. I have no pizza money. She gives me a slice and says I can't have any more. I mean, at least she gave you a slice. You should give you a slice. I feel I got scammed by not knowing that this is the terms of pizza that I'm signing up for, right? And that was the thing as well, because like he asked us, do we want pizza? And we were like, yeah. And then he took out his phone. Like, he wanted pizza. Like, it was clear that he wanted pizza. And he was like, you want some pizza? And then he went on to this like really posh pizza place in Pretoria that had like these, 430 Rand pizzas, which is like 25 bucks, 25 bucks, 30 bucks pizzas, which is a lot for South African pizza. You can get at like a cheap pizza place 2 pizzas for 10 bucks. 2 large pizzas, like a pizza that large. It would go over my torso easily. 2 of those for 10 bucks, right? And then you get or like 10 bucks. It was something like that, like 130 Rand. I was like, bro, the fuck terms of pizza. That's tough. I'm happy that you appreciate it. I don't know if you heard the story that was attached to it, Toast, but it's nice having you fractal with me, man. Feel these things. I can't at first. What the hell? Who does that? Like I wasn't gonna get her back at some point. Exactly. What a small thing to throw a friendship away over. That's nuts. Love to you again, Melita. I started working at 14 of a work permit. I really wanted to get out of the house and make my own money. Taught me some amazing work ethic, but I don't know if I let my daughter do the same. Bro, for me, it's just the fact that we get so conditioned as children, so young, to believe that money is important, right? That we're willing to just not be children to go and do that, right? Like to have that freedom. Like we feel so stuck. Don't violate the top. The terms of pizza. This is mimosa toast, and it tastes so good, bro. Like, I think this might be the best tasting bud I've ever smoked. Like, ever, ever. And it's this somber experience of both enjoying this more than I've ever enjoyed any other bud, and at the same time not wanting to enjoy it, because if I enjoy it, there's less of it left. So much limonene. I think this one has limonene in it, but I feel it's the myrcene that's coming through on this one. Those funky fruity flavors. Like this, like it's a bit fermented almost. It's crazy. Good morning, I overslept. You're here, Nancy. Bless you. It's nice seeing your name. Sending you good vibes. Need to go and get ready for the day. Love you. We'll see you again soon, friend. Mm-hmm. She said I can't. In the process of disconnecting. Yeah, I get that too. So that's the same friend you mentioned before. Yeah, it'll be healthier to disconnect. It's again the connections, right? Mel, I haven't seen any Croatia pics in a while. Hope you're well. Thank you for blessing her with some lovin's. I appreciate that, Kristen. And that was actually Duck Dad. I'm going to get some weed in this morning. I have a nice lunch at my favorite organic distillery. And then I head into a sick concert with my buddy in the city. Nice, bro. What concert indeed? The band is called William Scream. King is dead. William Scream. King is dead, Nash. Shad. Oh, okay. Joy, you remember that moment, Aaron round the corner in Shiganshina and sees his home. I have absolutely no idea what these words mean, but I shall continue reading. It's actually gonna getting cold outside now. Summer rain, yeah, it's nice. Like, it's been hot as of late, and the fact that it's raining right now means that it's not, which is great. It's so great. I'm so happy for that. It's like coming down a little bit. So blessed. Joy, you remember the moment Eren round the corner in Shigana. Oh, that's the freaking Attack on Titan. That pain he feels is the severing of a primal connection to his childhood, which is now over. I was thinking about that with like the loss of a dad, actually. To you friends who don't know, and I don't mean to bring our energy down, I would like for us to lift our energy up and send it towards Brother Ryan. His dad did end up passing away yesterday. And I heard this during yoga. I walked to get my stuff, saw my dad in the kitchen, walked up to him, gave him a hug, told him I loved him. Send Brother Ryan any of the lovin's that you have left, dear friends, please. Maybe reach out to him, send him your condolences, or at the very least, just imagine him being strong enough to handle this experience. Nobody in life prepares you for a friendship breakup when it's just another kind of relationship, way more important than some boyfriend or a girlfriend. You're actually right. Like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, in some contexts, you know, that breakup can be fine, right? Like you can break up and you can go your separate ways and you can live your separate lives and you can meet new people and you can be with them instead. But like a best friend, like that's, like we mentioned, right? Like there's no one who, I did talk about it on stream, about talking about it with Christian and Johan, where Christian, a part of him wants to go out there in the world, right? And make friends where he gets there. And I am so like, I'm like, yeah, do that. That's good. I recommend you do that. but nobody is going to be the friends that you've had all of that time with, right? Like if you've been best friends with someone for 5 years, you have 5 years of experience, 5 years of memories, 5 years of going to, for me, festivals with my friends, 5 years of conversations that were had, 5 years of, emotions, growth that was seen in the other person. So it's very difficult to lose a best friend like that. It's more than just a girlfriend. I mean, but it can still be the same way in that way as well, right? Especially if you're friends, real friends beforehand with the person you end up dating. Maybe it can be like a double whammy in that case. Joy, I read your last comment and I just want to give you a giant hug. I have to go cleany rug. But no, I'm thinking about you. Thank you for the lovin's, bro. Go and clean that rug, man. I don't know. Our last hug would be our last hug, Joy. I didn't know our last hug would be our last hug, Joy. It still sucks, but I know it's for the best. Love is true. Never say goodbye, Keith. His girlfriend called me after they put him in a coma. That was supposed to be a couple of days. She said she would help by calling me instead. It hurts instead. It hurts. I feel like I'm spacing out right now. Like my mind is trying to process loss. Hey, Pippi, it's raining out here. Do you want to be here? You don't look comfortable. Like she's like, with like the little spritz of water hitting her face. She's like, and I'm like, bro, why are you doing this to yourself? Go inside. I should go inside. Thank you, Brother Toast, for sending Brother Ryan energy. Love your dad. If you have a dad right now, send him a message. Tell him you love him. If you don't, I am sorry for your loss as well, dear friend. Know that you are loved. Melita little mic stand, yeah. Good reach, right? I don't have to use my little meat arm stick. Use my muscles to keep my limbs up. I can just use stick. It hurts. Goodbye, everyone. Love again to you. I wish I could take you to one of our dispensaries. Me too. Like this very I like straight up have a fantasy in my mind, right? Like you know how kids think about Disneyland? That's how I think about American weed dispensaries. You think I'm fucking joking? I'm not joking. I'm serious right now. This is my serious face. I want to go to American dispensaries and just be able to see the quality of weed that you friends have. Like, I feel like you friends are so blessed. You Americans are lucky right now with like the quality of stuff you have access to. There'll be so many different strains and products and packages and colors. Yeah, Disneyland for an adult. Yeah, dispensaries are nuts. As you get closer to the strip, where they get more touristy and showy, they make a show of it. You give them your name, and then it's time to go to the counter. They say over the speakers, "Come on down, melt more. Let's get you high." And I'll be like, "Fuck yeah. Yeah, let's go." Oh, Natural Fred, I am versatile. So the stick should be magic, of course. Magic transferring over all of the things, energy towards you. It's a novelty for sure. Yeah, it's like the way I think about it, Toast. Like I had like a stick up my ass for a while about buying weed, dude. Where I was like, I felt like a part of me looked down at people who bought weed. You know, and I mentioned to you, friends, that I came full circle on that fractal. Because I believe that the only authentic way for you to smoke and appreciate weed is to grow it yourself and then to appreciate your own hard work. Right? And I still see a part of me that's like, has to stick up his ass like that. Right? But now that I've really tried other people's weed, I see the value in paying for their craftsmanship. Right? Like supporting them like an artist. Supporting them like I would an artist. And it completely changed my mind. Ryan met me at my old dispensary. That's true, actually. Toast. I forgot that you two have actually connected in the real world, man. That's so cool. In the way that you'd be super excited, but arrive the long lines crowded with people, creatures, and subpar but priced way too expensive. Yeah, you could say American dispos are like Disney World. No, Sam, don't step on my dreams. I want some dreams right now. I do prefer independent sales of bud to dispensaries. Yeah, again, that is kind of where I find myself as well right now. I would like to meet the people that grow the bud that I smoke. I would like to have a conversation with them. I would like to see the smile in their eyes as they talk about the bud that they grew. I want to see that shit. I want to be like, oh, okay, I see. Oh, look at. And then I want to smoke the bud, right? Then I get even more intention. Even more intention. Sure that the dispo stuff would be, good quality as well, but it's not that easy. Maybe with technology it could be. I'll make a plan. I'll figure it out somehow. But it's gonna be a whole thing where dreams come true. I do prefer Love Again to You. As soon as it goes federally legal, then we will have much more honesty in the market space. Yeah. Like there's a lot of capitalisms and like corporate legality skirting happening. It's contrived. But love is true. I feel ready to pull a card. Do you? Is this gonna work if I do this? It feels kind of weird, but I accept. I now have a third arm that extends from my chest that holds onto a microphone. Bro, why would I say shit like that? Instantly, like, as the words come out of my mouth, my brain actually interprets what that means and what that feels like. And it's like, bro, why would you say that, though? Why are you doing this to us? If you want to go, the bud grows, where the bud grows, then we have to head a few hours north to where my mom lives in the redwood forest near the Oregon border. I mean, if not, why not, Jaiviv? Let's do it. Like, I think what Luke was trying to say as well, that there is a certain finesse, right? Like, I'm imagining, and I would love to be able to buy bud from someone who grows almost just for himself, right? Like he has like a 2x2 tent, and he grows really good. He grows like really good weed in that 2x2 tent, and then I get to buy like 10 grams of it from him, right? Like that's like the ideal thing for me. But again, that doesn't scale. Baby powder is legal, but Johnson and Johnson still put a cancer-causing ingredient, asbestos, into their products. Yeah, for a long time. Little Muppet Mike Buddy. Little Muppet Mike Buddy. You hear that, little Muppet Mike Buddy? You're being seen by the interwebs right now. My little Muppet Mike buddies are almost dead, technically speaking. I forgot to charge them yesterday. I get to charge them like once every 7 streams or something. No, maybe even more than 7 streams. But because I get away with not charging it, I forget to charge it. Let's see. Those mic batteries last for a long time. They do. They have 6 hours of battery life on a single charge of this unit. And then I think the case gives them twice that again. Like another 12 hours. I think. I might be mistaken. But that's like the life you get. They do well. Like you can use them for a long time. I really like this card. I'm happy with this pull. You ready? You can already see bits of it. Today's card is Piercing the Veil. Piercing the Veil. Today's stream topic was about getting lost. Can you get lost when you pierce the veil? There's some connection there. There's a warrior holding arrows in peace. Blue flames burn around him, burning away ego. There's the 5-flower ratio permeating from the center of the card. There's thick clouds, there's bits of open sky. It's like my science teacher who kept a boa constrictor in class, only needed to eat every couple of months, so he forgot to feed it and brought it out to show the class one day, and it clamped down on his hand. He had to pry its jaws open. Oh goodness! At least it wasn't dead. I'm happy. I was like, as soon as I was like reading your message, I was like imagining him taking out this stick from the tank instead of a snake, right? And like getting bit is better to me because at least the snake was still alive. One more time before I read what it means. And let's go. Card number 28. Piercing the Veil. Self-awareness and seeking wisdom. I do think I pulled it upside down, right? So I'll read that one first. The reversed meaning goes as such. This awareness could also represent a passage from this three-dimensional reality. A journey that pierces the veil between life and death. Seeking the wisdom and sensitivity needed to be of support to those who are facing loss and those who are passing. Seek the wisdom. This is stripping me out because that's literally what I feel I had to become aware of today. Right? Brother Ryan shared with me today during yoga that his dad passed yesterday. And the first thing that I was overwhelmed by is, I want to say stupidity, ignorance, confusion, dumbfounded, loss for words. Like I didn't know what to say. And if I wanted anything, I wanted the wisdom and the sensitivity to be of support of Brother Ryan. What a trip, huh? Yassi. Whew. The upright meaning. There are passages and veils through which shamans and visionaries transcend personal limitations and pierce through outmoded thought forms. It is by purity of purpose and by the ability to focus intentions that this becomes possible. The shaman holds a bundle of arrows representing the strength of the peaceful warrior. He is surrounded by blue flames that burn away ego. Powerful 5-flower geometry aids him in his interdimensional quest. This is a demanding pursuit that will require the visionary to be aware, conscious, and vigilant. As he pierces veils of illusion, he gains self-awareness and access to insight and wisdom beyond the conventional. This card suggests that you are in a quest of greater understanding of your life path. Imagine that you travel with the shaman into the geometry and into your own pursuit of self-awareness. Gaze past the veils of ego and delusion. Let it be your intention to move beyond these limitations and into your own personal truth, courageously step forward and pursue the way of wisdom. Damn. Wow. That's a bit much. I feel like that was a little bit, like almost aggressive. I'm getting goosebumps and I'm also a little bit scared at the same time. Getting lost in what we love. Piercing the veil, right? Piercing the veil and then getting lost in the source, right? Which is Lao. What a trip. I feel like that might have been the most significant card pull for me so far, right? Like with like level of like holy shit experience that is generating inside of me. Like that one is up there. Remember to feed your snacks, friend. Yeah, please. Joy, I just heard about Mama Joy. Where Mama Joy lives. Did she would she let me crash on her couch to meet me there? Oh, I'm getting rained on. Bruh. Like, I don't know. Someone was giving me. Don't laugh at me, please. My bruh, like it's freezing drops of water dropping on my lower back right now. I'm getting read. Manifested, Brother Bear. Love is true after all. The power of our intention to show up and how we end up creating our world. Yesterday's stream topic, right? You're creating a world right now, friend. A whole world is being created by you. I'm creating the world where I get rained on. And I get to be about it a little bit. Well, what you're describing happens in Michigan. A caregiver grower can grow for up to X amount of people. It's his craft as it gets because that person in growing medicine for people. Yeah, dude. And there's a lot of people that do have that as a dream, right? To want to do that properly. And I would like to help them. I would like to help them. I have plans to. I'm gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna help so many people. Just you wait, people. I'm gonna come and help you. It's like, who are you, Mel, to want to help me, bro? Maybe I can just help by standing by, cheering you on. You don't need my help. I'm just gonna be here letting you know that you're fucking awesome and you deserve to succeed. And I'm going to celebrate with you. Or even if you don't want to celebrate with me, I'm gonna celebrate for you. For your success as well. Because love is true. Love is true. We can do it, bro. Come to South Africa, Duck Dad. Come to South Africa. Come here. You were talking about, oh, but Melt, I can't sell tomato plants for, what did you say? $15? Yeah, bro. You see the fractals I'm fractaling? Only duck farms, bro. I can have that as like a. Yeah, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I feel like I'm incriminating myself. Right. While we are on the subject, grief can make you very susceptible to funeral home bulking schemes. Have your final plans in place, life insurance, burial plot, get it done. Where I live in the Midwest, typical flower casket, graveside shining is about 15 to 20,000 K. So, like, this feels wrong. This feels very wrong, right? Like, I agree it feels wrong. But I'm gonna say it anyway because it's kind of funny. Right? There's this line that Uncle Becky said about his dad, right? That his dad refused to take out life insurance on himself. I'm not gonna go that far, right? I don't think I'm gonna go that far, but maybe like not making plans for my own death, like where I'm gonna be buried and stuff. That'll like keep, you know, from this fractal of like the day I die, it's gonna be a sad day. People are gonna have to figure out where to put me in the ground, right? I'm not gonna have to worry about that shit anymore. Right? After I'm out, see, bro. I don't care what happens to my body. You can eat it for all I care. Oh no, bro, people are taking me serious. They're like, bro, look at this, dude. The year 2023, day 1075. Mel did give us consent to eat his dead body. It's okay. It's okay. We can do it. He said it's fine. Ah, bro, are you hungry? Is that why you want to eat me? Are you hungry? Do you not have other food to eat? No. Then it's you see then it's weird, right? If you were hungry, maybe I'd be okay with it. Like you're starving right now. Please. Please. But you're not hungry. No, dude. That doesn't check out. I'm gonna freaking stop. I feel like my mind is getting kidnapped right now. It's like I'm existing in a different plane of existence, and I'm just like barely holding on to my physical form. Fun fact: in the state of Missouri, Viking funerals are legal. Sick. Yeah, do a Viking funeral for me. That's not your responsibility, Sam. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to outlive me now. Congratulations. And I'm planning on living for thousands of years, so you better strap in, buckle up, get yourself ready for some fun. I'm sure she would. But you'd have to go on that hike with her man friend. He's a professor and loves nature and trees, his ways in the woods. Oh, I think I missed. No, did I? No, I didn't. Maybe I don't have my messages to all messages. No, not really. He's a philosophy professor, Melt, and he would probably have good chats. Did I miss something? A caregiver grower. No. Maybe you were talking about a specific person? I'm sorry, Joy Vive. I feel like I'm lost. Probably have good chats. It's selfish not to plan for your death if you have the means to do so. Yeah, that on top of it, I do not have the means to do so. I don't have like I literally do not have $15,000 to $20,000. Like I've spent, relatively speaking, right, most of my adult life working. I had like 3 months off during like my first job to going to China, and I had like 3 months off coming back from China. Other than that, to my mind, I have been pursuing what I would consider work, and I still don't even have that much money. Now I have to spend that money on dying. Not a chance. Not a chance. Selfish or not? Yeah, yeah. Call me selfish. Call me selfish. I don't have. I'm not gonna. Oh no, no, it's coming up. No. Yeah, it's like giving a big middle finger to your family when you could have prevented some of their suffering. I think they're gonna suffer either way. Is the thing, right? Maybe they're supposed to suffer. I'm fucking dead, Joey. You must suffer. Now is the time for suffering, right? Now, you wish for things to be differently, but you can't. There are a ton of costs upfront. When someone dies, the money needs to be there as soon as possible in the US. Insurance companies can sit on that money for 6 months while it occurs interest. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Love is true. I thank you for joining me again. Sending you blessings. Let's play a little bit of Kalimba. I'm actually surprised that my receiver is still powered on. I'm gonna put this thing in this little outfit first. Yeah, turn you into a little Muppet Mike buddy. And then we'll ding-a-ling a little bit. It's not raining directly on me at least anymore. Is there a better scene? I feel this one is better. Switchery. Do you? Let's do a zoom. Yeah, that's the scene. Now play some kalimba. Professional mourners would increase. Indeed, be in order. Professional mourners. I hope I'm not paying people to be like super criers at my funeral. That seems like mildly embarrassing. I hope there will be actual criers. Like the ratio should be right, right? Like maybe like half half, like actual criers versus professional criers, right? Like the professional criers are like throwing themselves against the walls, bro. They're like throwing themselves down the church stairs, you know, in and like the other mourners can then feel bad about not mourning hard enough. Why are we talking about this right now? You just wait, people. What? Longest awkward pause ever to help you. Oh. Get wrecked, Dr. Nova. What a trip. Hey, dude. It's nice to have you here. I cheers Ermius Blur to you, Nova. You've been missed, dear friend. It's currently 2 a.m., but I saw the stream pop up. It's nice to have you, bro. I'm sorry to be keeping you up, man. Sending you blessings. We missed you too. My mom says chuck me in a nice compost pile. Yes, dude. Let me be eaten by the worms. Something needs to benefit, bro. Can't be just loss. Okay. Kalimba time. Hermes Blur. Huh. I just realized that my receiver actually died. and with it the sound probably the two. I was like busting down some beats, freaking absolutely slamming the notes, you know. But no, the universe had other plans. It was so nice spending these moments with you, friends. Love you, Kristen. Have a good one. Thank you for being in our lives as well, dear one. Such kalimba talent, bruh. I feel like I got better as soon as you joined. Unironically, Nova was like, I'm gonna like blow Nova away right now. Nova's mind is gonna get melted with the amount of kalimba I can kalimba. I wish I was joking. I did think that for like 3 seconds until I moved on to the next thought. I hope that you enjoyed it. The little bit that did end up coming through. Dope, dope, dope. My Tombarone to be a rock that says boss lady becomes moss lady. How about a nice bug? So much love. You did miss day 1000, bro. Maybe you'll be there for the day 2000. Signs me up for Viking funeral, please. Roast some s'mores on me. It is preserved in amber, just so you know. Nova, take a ride on YouTube. Yeah, true. It is preserved. You can go back the time machine all the way back to day 1000 in our year of the Lord 2023. Like weirdly enough, Joy Vive, when he said that in chat, I did read it. You know, I was thinking about like the long, long future, right? Where maybe I've at that point like streamed, 11,111 days consecutively, and like a new person finds my stream, and then like there's some sort of game that you can play where you can literally type in any number on day, any number, Meltmore, and you will get a version of me. Would be pretty trippy. I would like to be able to do that. Guess what, Meltmore? I have a kalimba. I ordered one from Amazon. Sounds exactly like the one you're playing, and I love it so much. It's a joy to play. It really is, right? I'm so happy to know that you're playing it right now, Nova. Bless you, bro. May it serve you well. Mm, good old hook. I don't mean to prepare for death. Me to die. Me no die. Yeah, exactly. Good. We're winning Doug's dead. Be poor enough so you can't afford to die, and then we'll live forever, bro. That's how it's gonna happen. You guys could have beard wars. He looks like a small statured Santa. You talking about? What are you talking about? Got it wrong. Love again to you, Kristen. It was amazing. I played Among with Kalimba too. Had it next to me. I hope so. Oh yeah, true. I can go back in time, yeah. Yeah. I have really missed you, Mel and friends. I feel we were all connected in a lighthearted way, of course. Of course, bro. No more than a thought away, I like to say, right? There we go. That should be the white. It's time to say goodbye now. Yeah, playing the world's smallest violin. Stop! The brain damage, please. Dear hearts, have a great day. See you tomorrow. Love to you, dear Shell. Thank you for joining us too, dear friend. Nova, you've been missed and brought to the space in thought. That was supposed to be heart, not beard. Ah, Heart Wars. Heart Wars? Not Beard Wars? Brought to the space in thought. That was supposed to be a heart. Not bread. I'm stupid, I'm sorry. Have the most enchantingly splendid day, everyone. You're for really realsers. So very massively macho, muchly macho, grando, lovingly admired, mindfully maintained. Milk more. And all of you, oh so very sublimely, astonishingly, playfully, benevolently, endearingly, ecstatically, whimsically, fervently, ethereally, wholesome, humanimal critter creatures wondering the depth of what you love. So beautiful. Thank you, dear Zhao, for sending us a sham message. You keep skipping Duck's comments and then you read mine, so that's why they don't make sense to you. Your mama man love? I would love your mama man friend. Like, I'm tripping out with what Duck is saying. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry as well. My mind is like just barely holding on to sanity right now. Even though it's been a while since I've last seen you, I still feel the same sense of community. Giants, everyone, I'll see you again 100%. Nova, even if it takes a decade, bro. You're going to get that experience even a decade later, coming back into this place. I hope at least, right? I'm going to try and ensure it is that way, but you make it so as well. I appreciate you, beloved ones, for joining me again. Thank you for finding yourself in this conscious evolution. I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye. Love you. Cheers, everybody.